You met someone and something feels different. You feel an incredible connection. You feel seen, understood, and like nobody knows you better than this particular person. And then you start thinking like this: well, this is it. This is the person I have been waiting for. Maybe it is, but not in the way we would imagine. Sometimes someone enters our life not to become our forever person, but maybe to reveal something inside us that needs healing. And as painful as it can be, sometimes the strongest connections that we have experienced are not the signs that we have met the right person. Sometimes they're just activating something familiar that we have experienced in our childhood. Because this is not always love. Sometimes our nervous system is looking for a familiar pattern. Think about this. Our mind doesn't always look for what is healthy for us, it's always looking for something which is familiar. And whatever emotional environment you experienced while growing up can influence what will feel normal to you later in life. For example, if you grew up in a family with lots of anxiety, lots of unpredictability, lots of anger, that's what will feel normal to you when you become an adult. And this will be the familiar pattern that you will be looking later in other people, in your partners, in your friends, in your job situation, and overall with other people. You learn to be alert. You learn to read people's mood. You learn to chase the connections when you felt uncertainty. And then later in life, you will be looking to recreate similar types of situations with your partners, in your job environment, and in other interactions. Not because you want to suffer, not because something is wrong with you. This is because your nervous system is trying to return to the pattern it recognizes. And that's why the people who bring you peace may feel strangely boring. You might meet someone warm, kind, stable, emotionally available, and you might think, wow, what a wonderful person, but something is missing. And then you meet someone else who is intense, difficult to understand, chaotic, and you feel an immediate chemistry. You feel excitement, the feeling that you cannot understand. But sometimes what we call chemistry is actually an emotional reaction. It's when your nervous system is saying, I know this feeling. And because it feels familiar, your mind can mistake it for love. You can promise yourself, I will never choose someone like that again. And with your conscious mind, you know exactly what you want and what you don't want. But if this pattern is still inside you, you will continue being drawn to the similar types of situations because you cannot simply think your way out of an unconscious program. You have to rewrite it. So, what can you do? Instead of asking yourself, why do I always meet people like this? Try asking, what is this person showing me about myself? What emotion is he activating inside me? What wound is he reminding me of? Notice what comes up. Is it rejection? Is it fear of abandonment? Is it the need to prove yourself? Sit with it, feel it, process it. It might feel uncomfortable. It might bring tears. It might bring anger and sadness. Don't be afraid of it. Even when it will feel stronger than the actually you feel in this particular situation. Don't be afraid of it. Process it. But often this intensity is showing you that this is connected to something much older. Give yourself permission to release it. Talk about it. Cry. Write about it. Move your body. Express it, something that has never been expressed. And every time you release one layer, you will become less and less controlled by this old pattern. And slowly something interesting happens. One day you realize that the person who was impossible to let go of doesn't have the same power over you anymore. There is no attraction anymore. You don't feel the same desperation and the same obsession. There is no emotional pull. And the same qualities that once felt attractive, like uncertainty, emotional highs and lows, the importance of proving yourself, those start feeling exhausting to you. And that's when you know that the emotional change has happened. You no longer need chaos to feel connection. You no longer confuse anxiety with love. You become available for something different, For a relationship where you don't have to chase, prove, or constantly worry. For a relationship where peace doesn't feel boring, because peace has finally become familiar. And that's the real transformation. The goal is not to find someone who will complete you. The goal is to find someone who will choose love from the place of peace and not from an emotional wound.